Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all well. This could be an interesting episode, a bumper 3-game episode for you. And as opposed to me thinking it was going to be a fight for the title, it is now a fight for promotion. We could well have bottled absolutely everything. You'll see why in a minute. Form has been shocking. I think it's time to get stuck in and see if we can creep over the line and make it back to League One. Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Bradford Battle. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we have the final 3 league games of the season against Crewe, Northampton and Walsall, and the eagle eyes amongst you may have spotted the league table down here to the left. We're in 5th. We left the last episode top of the league, I believe, and we are now down in 5th, and that is because of this torrid run. So after the Salford win, we then went to beat Leyton Orient 2-0. But since then, we have lost 5 games in a row. And that now means that today's game against Crewe is 3rd v 5th. And we are the team in 5th place. A win might jump us back in to that 3rd spot. Crawley sit in between us. We're pretty much confirmed for a playoff spot. But that's not what we want. We want to be in those 3 that automatically go up. By the end of this episode, we might well be there. On the flip side, I might have been sacked. So let's get stuck in and let's go and play Crewe with this team. We've got McGee in goal, a back four of Staunton, French, O'Connor and Henley. Taylor, Devine, Reeves and Pritchard are in the midfield with Devitt in behind, Lee, Novak up front. A bit of a rotated team, a few players not quite fit enough to play today. A couple of games after sort of 2 losses of that mixed bag of form, I decided to change the tactic up. As you can see, we lost 3 more games, so it didn't work. So we're back to a more familiar tactic today, and hopefully that will bring us some positive momentum against a Crewe team who obviously have been there or thereabouts throughout the duration of this season, and obviously are now above us in the league, and therefore we need to beat them. Dynamics is dire. I've tried team meetings, I've tried all sorts. It's just so hard when you go on a run like that in Football Manager to keep the dynamics up. But here we go. Faith has been given to the boys. We're stuck into the game. Can we do it? Can we grab an all-important victory? Crawley have got Cheltenham, so a couple of playoff hopefuls playing against each other. And this could be our first highlight. Devitt, he's beaten to it, but it falls to Devine. And it's come back to Reeves, to Pritchard. Can we create a chance? Novak, he's offside. How big a goal that would have been. Lee Novak in for Guthrie. Guthrie hasn't scored. I mean, I can't remember the last time he scored. Probably the last episode. And this was almost one of Novak's first goals of the season, but he's just crept offside. But is that a positive sign of things to come? Or are we going to concede here? Lowry with a ball in from the corner. And Nene's up at the front post. It's a goalmouth scramble. McGee's thrown himself in front of absolutely everything. And it's ended up with a throw on this side. And we are still remaining at 0-0. But a couple of early chances in this first half. Colchester have soared to the top of the league. They have been on an unbelievable run of form. We played them a couple of games ago. We were 1-0 up for a long time. And they just turned on the taps really and really took us to the sword. As Crewe are doing a little bit here, in fact. 4 shots for them, only 2 for us. We're starting to dominate the possession a little bit more though. So hopefully we can see a few more shots and hopefully a couple of goals that would send us into those automatic promotion spaces. This is a massive 3-game episode. I didn't quite think we would be at this scenario. It is a bit of a bottle job, demanding more. And talking of demanding more and bottle jobs, Demand More FM, I feel like I'm doing something that he would do. A link to him will be floating above us now, my good friend. If none of you have checked him out, do go and check him out. He is awesome, but he is very accustomed to doing something that we are doing at the moment, and that is bottling opportunities. And at the moment, we're dropping a place at the moment because we can't get a goal. And the only highlight we're seeing now is for Crewe once again. But we've cleared the corner. Lowry on this right, though, gets it back. Back to Ainley, who cuts inside. Is he going to shoot himself? He is. It's easy for McGee. Straight at him. but we've not seen, well, we saw one highlight, the offside for Novak, and that has been it. It is a rotated team. It's not our first choice 11, and it's 0-0 at half-time. Pretty even for the first half. We're going to get aggressive. We need this to be a win. We're not happy with the performance. Can we push on? Just grab a goal, a bit of a confidence boost. That is all we need. But it has just been so hard to come by in recent weeks. A goal at the moment would send us into those automatic promotion spaces, which would be pretty good. This is the toughest game of the last 3 we're going to see. If we can win this one, we've got 2 easier ones to grab the results from as well. So there's still a chance, but the way things are going, I just feel like the game currently is against me and we're not quite going to make it. We've asked for some creativity. They're all inspired, and I think it might be time for a couple of changes. Get some of the big boys on who missed out from the start and see if that can change things. Guthrie on for Novak. Novak not playing very well. Danny Devine not playing very well either. He can come off, and we'll get Anderson on in the middle for him, and we'll see if we can work it from there for the last half an hour or so. Still no chances in this second half. It's nervy. We're not confident at all. We're probably not confident in ourselves going forward. It's a fairly even game. Can we just nick it? And I think if we do nick it, that might well see us through for the remainder of season and grab us that automatic promotion spot. If we lose this, it's playoffs. This is massive. It'll be a 6th game in a row. I mean, even if we draw, I'm tempted to say it might be playoffs. We'd only be 2 points behind Crewe up there. Crawley are losing. This is massive. 15 minutes to go. We're going to demand more. Can we grab a winner that would definitely send us here? It would put us 3rd. Can we grab a winner? I'm going to go very attacking. We need it. We need that winner. Taylor struggling on the right for fitness, so we'll get him off and get Zeli Ismail on. And we'll actually shove both of these into a 4-2-3-1. Last chance saloon then in this Crewe game. 10 shots each, 7 on target for us, 4 for them. And there's a chance. It looks like it might fall to them. Ismail couldn't quite win it. Lowry with the ball in. Staunton clears. Can we break? Pritchard to French. Devitt. Can't quite get on the ball, but it's at the back for them. Moggenson on the right-hand side. This could end either way. Nottingham again on the right. Can we nick it off them and break? Reeves does, and he sends Guthrie on his way. Is this the chance? Oh, it's saved by Jaskalainen. What a chance that could have been towards our promotion hopes. We've got the corner though. Reeves with the ball in. Guthrie's at the back post. He can't quite get there. Can he get the ball back in? He can. It's not falling our way, is it? That was the chance that we needed. And now we're at risk of conceding. They're all offside. They're all offside. Paddy O'Connor gets it. Reeves, can we break again? Guthrie's in his own half. He's onside. Second chance for Guthrie. He scored! Curtis Guthrie with the goal. His 27th of the season. It's been a long time coming. And is that the goal that just eases these last 3 games? We don't want to be very attacking anymore. We'll stay attacking. Look at that. We're 3rd if we win. 5 games without a win. 5 or 6 games without a Curtis Guthrie goal. But how important could that one be? At the moment, 2 minutes of the 5 added on left. That goal could have just put us back into the automatic promotion spots with 2 games to go. And what a confidence boost it will be. And we have done it. 88th minute. Curtis Guthrie with the goal. Wow. That could be huge. I'll see you for the next game, which is Northampton in a second. And hopefully we can win again. Game 2 then, and it's Northampton up next. They're all just must win rather now, and this is no exception. This is going to be huge. The bigger boys are back in then. Guthrie back up front. Wood and O'Connor both back in the defence as well. Can we grab another 3 points and just take it to the last day? Hopefully, if results go our way, maybe create a little bit of a gap for us to play with for that last day as well. The dynamics are better after that win, but I think I am still potentially at risk of losing my job if things do go wrong. But I'm going to give the boys some faith. I've told them that there is a chance that if we win, we could get back into League One at the end of this game. But all importantly, we just need to win this game and see if things can take care of themselves elsewhere. And there is an early chance, but it is for them. And McGee has come and collected it brilliantly. And now he can send Guthrie on his way. Guthrie running slightly the wrong way to start with. Devitt nips in though. Guthrie finds Pritchard on the left. Is there an early goal in the game? Pritchard, Taylor in the back post. 1-0 in the 3rd minute. We're turning it on now. We scored late in the last game. We've scored early in this one. Guthrie wins the ball. He does really well to find Pritchard, who makes his way to the byline. And Chris Taylor at the back post is in acres of space and just knocks the ball into the back of the net. And that's a massive goal again. It's 1-0 Bradford. And is this a performance we can build on? Can we go and grab 2 or 3 more? We need to win the ball back if we're going to. O'Connor. He does just somewhat hoof it clear, and Guthrie is now pressing Good at the back for them. All the way back to Cornell. He goes home to the keeper. Kicks it forward. Well, one in the middle, is it? We have got it eventually. Henley. But he just gives it away again. That needed to be better, more composed. But we've won it again at the back. But it's only as far as Osadebu, who sends Williams in. McGee with a great save. He claimed the ball and started the counter for the first goal. He's made a great save there. Actually, I haven't looked at this. Looking at results, currently we're only 3 points off of top spot. I know goal difference is a lot lacking, but you never know. Chances all over, but we're focusing on below us, of course. And this is a pretty solid start to the game for our promotion hopes. We're going to ask for a bit of creativity just to see if we can grow and grab a second and just make this a little less nervy. We're doing all right. It's pretty even though, again, 4 shots each. 3 on target for us, 2 for them. 59% possession. So we're dominating the ball, but we're potentially not using it. And the ball comes in, and that is a fantastic ball. And Good has headed over the bar. Northampton are knocking at the door here, and we need to be really, really careful. We're going to demand some more. We need to get up that other end. We need to soak up some pressure and apply it back to Northampton and hopefully grab a second goal. Taylor, the only goal scorer obviously so far, really early in the game. But at the moment, that is all we've seen of us. It's been mainly Northampton from then on in. And that needs to change quickly if we're going to remain in this promotion spot. 3 points separates us and Plymouth at the moment as things stand. And that would be a nice cushion to take into that last day of the season. But as time ticks by, it is half time. 3rd minute goal from Chris Taylor is the difference. And we're just going to say we've got to guard against complacency now. The job is by no means done. There's a lot more to come from the boys. And of course, we've got the faith that they're going to be able to deliver when it matters. And now is when it matters. And this is a massive, massive second half towards our pursuit of League One football, and also a really important half for me keeping the Bradford City job and this series going beyond 8 episodes, which, you know, following the 50 episode Roma series would be upsetting, I'm sure, to many viewers. But time is ticking by. A couple of bad performances out there. Guthrie not having a great game again, but as you know, if he's playing, he stays on most of the time for me. And Devitt rather, not having the best game either. But we've got a chance. Devitt, who finds Taylor in a little bit of space. He goes back to Devine, who's being pressed, and it goes all the way back to McGee, to O'Connor. Back to McGee, to the other O'Connor, to Devine. Really well beaten press. Reeves. We just need to shift this ball towards us. That's an awful ball, and Northampton have intercepted and have a chance to break themselves. And Wharton has acres of space on the left-hand side. Who finds Traore, who nicked it initially. He decides to shoot instead of cross, and that ends up being the wrong decision as it hits the side netting. Couple changes then. McCartan on for Devitt, and we'll also get, it was Devine who was having the bad game. He'll come off, and we'll get Anderson on again for him in the middle of the park. And hopefully that will just shore things up. We're also going to demand a little bit more. when we can, because at the moment it's mainly been Northampton. Since that Chris Taylor goal, we have seen nothing of ourselves at all, and we really do just need to see hopefully a second goal. Really, look at this, 13 shots for them. We've dominated the ball, but by no means have we used it well when we've had it, it would seem. No one either jumping at the opportunity to close the gap. It is still 3 points between us and Crewe. That Crewe game that we obviously won last time out could be a really big win in this promotion hunt. And time ticks by, 20 minutes still to go. And there is another opportunity, and Williams is on his way. This could be the Northampton chance. Are we going to be able to see it out? Traore, O'Connor does really well, and is Guthrie going to beat his man? He can't, but Taylor gathers. It's a poor header away. Williams is in. McGee saves again. Man of the match so far is Luke McGee, who is having a phenomenal game. McWilliams out to Hoskins. Ball's in. Anderson does well to clear it, but it's still a threat from Northampton. They just keep coming. Turn ball, the highlights over, and we don't have to panic, at least for a little while anyway. One last change. Taylor struggling on the right. He can come off just for fitness more than anything, and Ismail can come on to the right hand side as well. 14 minutes to go of normal time. We're going to demand more again. When we've shot, they've been basically all on target. They have had more shots, maybe from long range. Perhaps that's why we're not seeing as much of Northampton as these shots suggest. But we don't deserve to be winning this game. Despite the possession, we have been absolutely dominated by this Northampton team. But at the moment, we are walking away with all 3 points, and a massive 3 points towards our pursuit of League One football. Crewe are now winning, so that's 1 point between us and Crewe. So the pressure is going to be well and truly on that last game, as long as we can hold on for the final 4 minutes of added time in this one. It's not exactly been the most entertaining game of football we've seen. In fact, I think we've seen one highlight from us, and that was the Chris Taylor goal. And could we be seeing a second? McCartan with a chance to break forward. He is absolutely rapid. He's beaten all Northampton players. Guthrie has scored. It's 2-0 Bradford City. When the highlight came up and Northampton had a corner, I thought we were going to see it all unravel again. But instead, Shane McCartan has broken at pace. He's found his good mate Curtis Guthrie, who slots the ball into the back of the net. Victory in the bag. 3 points in the bag. And we now have one more game. And we are in the driving seat to get promoted for League One. And that game I will, of course, see you for in a second. Here we go then. It all boils down to this. A home game against 15th place Walsall. A win and we're in League One. Anything else and we're relying on other results. The team then for the big one. McGee in goal, a back four of Wood, O'Connor and Henley. Pritchard, Reeves, Anderson and Taylor in the midfield, with McCartan in behind. Curtis Guthrie up front. A very winnable game. And if we do, we're up. It looks like my job is probably a little bit more secure based on the fact we've now won 2 games in a row and not lost 2 more games on top of the 5 that we already lost. But this would be huge. This is where it gets really important for the progress of this save, I think. I know we're really early on, but if we can get into League One at the first time of asking, then we can build from there. We've given the boys the normal batch of faith. We've told them that a win sends us up back into League One. The task now for them is to deliver. Crewe have got Cambridge. They're the ones we're keeping an eye on. Can we do it? Can Cambridge do us a favour and just make it all so easier for us? We don't want to rely on that. We want to take matters into our own hands and build a Walsall team who have got absolutely nothing to play for. And therefore, if they could just turn up and not really care, that would also be ideal. We're going to demand more early. 15 minutes. Not much of the game that we've seen at all. We're dominating the ball. We're getting a couple of shots away. We need that to increase. And preferably one of those shots will become a goal. I'm really nervous. I'm worried that we might actually bottle this. And based on where we were earlier on in the series, earlier on in the season, we should have been well clear by now. We should be up. But unfortunately, it's not working that way, and we are here with a must-win game against Walsall, and hopefully it is a game that we can win. And we are looking the better team at the moment, but 30 minutes have passed, and we haven't seen anything of the game, and that is the concern. One Walsall chance now, and it's a really big uphill climb for us. Of course, one chance for us that ends up in the back of the net, and it maybe just eases the nerves that a few players are having out there as well. We are demanding a little bit more. 5 minutes to go of the half. It might well be a highlightless first half, but also the Cambridge Crewe game is still 0-0. I say that, and Crewe have just scored, so now this second half is going to be absolutely massive. Bradford 0, Walsall 0 at half time. We've seen absolutely nothing of the game. Crewe have scored on the stroke of half time, and as it stands, we're off to the playoffs, and that is not where we want to go. We're going to demand more. One goal is all we need. Another Curtis Guthrie strike is all we need for us to go into League One. Can we do it? I mean, it feels a bit like that first game against Northampton, doesn't it? Where we just weren't seeing much of the game, and when we did see the game, it was Northampton. This time, we've seen nothing of the game whatsoever. I'm going to make a change early. Chris Taylor having a shocking game on the right, so Zelly's going to come on for him. And because it's must win, we're going to go 4-2-3-1 as well. We'll just make the one change for now, but a few men out there will be worrying if their number will be up next on the subs board. We're also going to ask for a bit of creativity. Can we do it? Can we just grab that sole goal? Crewe now 2-0 up. So it is simply in our hands. Crewe aren't going to lose. We now must score. And the chance, is this for us? It's going to be a free kick. It is a free kick to us. The first of the game. Wood with the ball in. O'Connor at the back post. Reeves is in! 62 minutes gone. Jake Reeves, his first goal of the season. And what a time to score. What a ball in from Chrissy Wood. It's headed back across goal by O'Connor, and Reeves nods it in. What a first goal of the season. What a time to score it. But there is an immediate chance for Walsall straight after it. And why does this have to happen? Sinclair on the edge. McGee, what a save. We were highlightless for 62 minutes, and then we see one highlight after the other. The corner's in, O'Connor clears well. The hero from the goal. What a header back across goal for Reeves to head home. The highlights continuing. Sharon, can we nick the ball? It's gone. It's fizzled out. We're going to go back to 4-4-1-1. We're going to go back to that. Also, Henley struggling. Mellor, main man. He can come on at right back. That will do me for now in that regard. What a goal from Jake Reeves. We're back. We're in League One. As it stands, we are in League One. We're going to have to ask for some creativity. Keep the chances coming our way. But Jake Reeves, the man he was out injured at the start of the season. He's not had the greatest season for me. But that goal will make him a Bradford City hero in my eyes, as long as it remains 1-0. And with 15 minutes to go, it's getting ever closer to us going into League One. We're going to demand more. Crewe are winning 2-0. That is out of the question. We now just need to hold on to this lead. I don't want to see the game again, if I'm being honest. I know it doesn't make good viewing if we don't see the game again, but I don't want to see another highlight in this game. I just want it to fizzle out. Pritchard struggling for fitness on the left-hand side. Devitt? Not the strongest, but he's on. He'll go there. It'll be fine. Devitt on for him then. The last 8 minutes or so, and hopefully we just see this screen on repeat. 7 shots for us, 10 for them. We've dominated the possession. Again, like the last game, we've not quite used the ball how we wished we would do so. We haven't created as many chances as we would have liked. And oh no, Reeves, it's our chance, hopefully. Guthrie, oh, it's saved by Roberts. It's straight into his hands. And they've kicked it quickly, and Sinclair has a chance to break. Reeves isn't keeping up with him. Sinclair's in, not like this, McGee. What a save. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a killer punch from Walsall. It's still a chance. Facey's on the edge of it. Get out. Bates shoots. It's over the bar. It's over the bar. It's nervy. Cambridge have scored. Adebayo have scored. I mean, that could be the saving grace for the fact Walsall seem to be piling it on towards the end of the game. 5 minutes. 3 of them are left. This is all we have left of this League 2 season. The time is ticking by. 10 or so seconds to go. Have we done it? We have! Bottle job no more. Bradford City are back in League One at the first time of asking. We made really hard work of it in the end of the season. But 3 victories on today's episode mean that we will be back in League One for next season. Oh, it was nervy towards the end. There is the confirmation. We did it by a point. We only ended up losing the league by 3 points. 13 losses. 1 point behind second place Mansfield. What a return from our first season as Bradford City manager. And of course, the next time I see you will be for the beginning of the League One season. We'll have a look at all the transfers. We'll see what Rivaldo does for us. And we'll get stuck in to our first couple of games of the season. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and if you have, please leave a massive like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content, and as always, thank you all for coming along and watching.